So if you're thinking about teleprompters, today I want to show you the Parrot Teleprompter. This guy is really simple and tiny, works in some situations, not so much in others. I'll talk more. So I'm Brighton West, and I help coaches, authors, and speakers use YouTube to reach a global audience, and often that involves using a teleprompter. And if you've seen other videos that I've made, I love the Caddie Buddy teleprompter. I'll have a button up top if you want to go check out that video. But today I wanted to talk about this little guy that's pretty cool. It's 99 bucks, which seems like it's a little bit expensive for being a piece of plastic and a couple springs, but it works really well. I don't know how you could make this on your own, really. So let's just talk about how it works. So just like any other teleprompter, you're going to have the lens of the camera behind, and then below you'll have your iPhone in this case, or an Android device, and it's going to be showing in reverse the script, and it's going to bounce off a piece of glass that's in front of the lens. So the camera doesn't see the script, but the person viewing it does. So you're able to read the script. Pretty simple now, and especially now that we have things as simple as this, and we've all got Androids or iPhones anyway. So you load up the software onto your phone. I prefer the PromptSmart software. It is a little more expensive, but I think it works really well. It has voice control, and it works both on Android and on an iPhone. They also have some free software that comes with this guy, but I haven't really used it. Let's start out just by putting in the phone. So it's a little tricky to put in the phone. I watched someone else's video and I got this hint where you pull this down, it's spring loaded. So pull it down and then shove your pinky in the back. Then you can sit the phone in there and you can see, you can't really see much and my phone's about dead. I'm filming on my iPhone, I got an Android. So this is what it looks like. And then what you do is you take one of these adapters here and you find one that fits the lens of your camera. So right here, I'm using this camera. I'm gonna try to zoom in there pretty close where you can see that this is a 58 millimeter filter ring, and that's what's important. So you have to find the filter ring size on your camera. These doesn't work with an iPhone or with a webcam. It has to be a camera that accepts filters screwed into the end. So a DSLR or a video camera. So I'm going to start out, I take the 58 millimeter ring that comes with it and just screw it into the end of the camera. And then you're going to take the PromptSmart and slide it down onto that piece of metal you just inserted there. So you can see here now the camera is behind the screen, and I mean it's pretty simple. So it actually adds a little weight, and this tripod's having a hard time holding it up. So anytime you use a teleprompter, you're probably going to need a bigger tripod. That's just the reality of putting the weight on the lens. And unlike other, like the Caddie Buddy, the camera mounts to the teleprompter. Here, the teleprompter mounts to the camera, and that's why it's limited to certain cameras that have that filter ring. But pretty simple. When you put in the app, you're going to be able to read the script as it's bouncing off the lens. So if you've got a DSLR, if you've got a video camera, this is a pretty awesome device. You don't have a lot of your eyes moving back and forth because it's pretty small. I know the PromptSmart, or excuse me, the app that comes with this, you're able to squish the screen. So if you've got a really big, like a 6 Plus or 7 Plus or something, you're able to make the words show up only on the center of the screen, but you can't use an iPad or anything like that. You have to use a phone as the device that is sharing your script, and you have to use something with a lens that works on the backside as the camera. So let me dig in a little bit deeper here. This worked perfect. However, this is not the camera that I use to do most of my recording. I do most of my recording on this guy, or on the iPhone that you're watching right now, or with this video camera. And this didn't work so well when I first got this. I was like, oh, it's not going to work. So let me explain why it might not work, but there's an easy enough fix. So this is the DSLR that I usually use, and if I zoom in there, you can see that it's a 77 millimeter filter ring. However, the Parrot Teleprompter doesn't come with a 72 millimeter filter ring on it. So there's a 77, which is pretty close, and there's, here we go, this is the other one, the 82. So how do we make it work? So you're gonna have to go out and buy one of these rings, either a step up or a step down ring, I can't remember. There'll be details down below. It starts out, it says 72-82 on the edge there. You probably can't read it, I probably can't make it focus there. The first number on these rings is the number of the camera on the camera, and the second one is the number that you're going up to, which would be the filter, or in this case, the teleprompter adapter. So first off, you'll attach this, so 77, and it goes up to 82. So I take this is what came with the Parrot Teleprompter. And now I'm able to take the Parrot Teleprompter and put it over the top here. So there we go. It's a pretty simple solution, maybe $5 to $10 on Amazon to get those filter rings. But I did have a client up in Canada who got this and then realized it, and it took forever to get the filter ring, the adapter shipped across the border. So make sure you know that in advance. Same thing with this guy. This one has a 43 millimeter filter ring, and so I had to use a step up 43 to 52. So that I've got this here, add the 52 on, and then I can put this in front. Couple things also with this guy, with this camera, the microphones, the built-in microphones are on the front of this camera, and so by putting this on the front, putting this metal piece and then more plastic, it kind of muffled the sound. This is a camera with a microphone jack, and I almost always use a microphone, but I wanted to mention that. So the Parrot Teleprompter is a great product if you have a camera that has a filter ring on the front, and if you're willing to buy adapters to make them fit, and if you're not too worried about a microphone being blocked. So if you've got an iPhone as you're using as a camera, sorry, not gonna work. Other things you can use adapters, but overall, a pretty good product. There's a link down below if you'd like to purchase a Parrot Teleprompter. And I tried reaching out to the company to see if they're gonna make an adapter so you can put your phone in here. Haven't heard back yet, but I'm really excited about that. If this were to work with an iPhone or with a webcam, this would be gold. This would be something I would recommend everyone buying. But for right now, if you've got the right equipment and you need a teleprompter, this is a pretty good choice, and it's simple too. You can just throw it in the box. I can't carry my Caddie Buddy anywhere. It's a huge box to carry that thing around. This is easily transportable. So let me know down below if you're using a teleprompter, or if you have one of these, what you think about it, or what you thought about this video, because I shot it a little differently. I'm actually using my DJI Osmo Mobile to shoot this video just because I wanted to give it a try, and I'm having it track me around the room so that I get this handheld look, but it's really just me. I'm the only person in this room. I'd love to hear about that too. And we'll see you in the next video.